Kajabi looks absolutely amazing, but is it worth over $100 per month in 2025? In this video, I will give you the honest truth. I will break this down. I will show you what it does well. I will show you what it doesn't do too well and what they could improve on. I will show you what tools it replaces, and I will also go over who should and shouldn't use it to sell digital products, courses, and memberships. So the first thing to touch on is the Kajabi pricing. And with the Kajabi pricing right now, they have a limited time offer on. This is a fantastic offer, and they usually run this around once a year, usually in the springtime. But this is not the standard pricing, so depending on when you are watching this video, this right here is more likely to be the Kajabi pricing. So I'll just go over what the offer is right now. So in case you are watching this in the time frame where this is still on, essentially this offer right here is the Kajabi Pro plan. As we can see right here, I might have to just move myself over a second, but we can see that with the Kajabi Pro, we get 100,000 contacts, we get unlimited landing pages, unlimited marketing emails, 100 products. And if we go right here, we can see 100 products, 100,000 contacts. It doesn't really mention the other things, but this is the Pro plan. It's just at a fantastic discount, $99 for 3 months, instead of right here, $399 per month. Now, if you are a beginner and you sign up to this right here, you probably do not want to stay on the Pro plan forever, as this is very, very expensive, especially if you don't need it, especially if you don't have over 10,000 contacts. There's no point paying for this when you could just go for basic. So when this actually ends, at the end of these 3 months, what you can do is you can downgrade your account to one of these cheaper plans if the cheaper plan is one of the ones that you need. Now, with that being said, what I'll do is I'll just move myself over again. So if you are watching this when this offer isn't on, this is the standard Kajabi pricing. So we can see with the Kickstarter, this is $69 per month. And with this, we get 50 landing pages, we get 1,250 marketing emails, 1 product, 1 funnel, 250 contacts. So this right here is for beginners. And then the way that this is going to work is if you need more than 1 product, or if you have more than 250 contacts, you will then want to upgrade to the basic plan right here. This is going to allow us unlimited landing pages, unlimited marketing emails, 3 products, 3 funnels, 10,000 contacts. And from here, once you are on this plan, the way that this works is actually really cool because the plan is essentially going to scale with your business. So with this, you won't need to upgrade until you are above 10,000 contacts, and then we can upgrade to growth. And when you have 10,000 contacts, you're going to be making a lot more than $199 per month. With all of these plans as well, we get a 0% transaction fee, which is super helpful, and we'll touch more on transaction fees a little bit later. Now, with all of that being said, at first glance, Kajabi can seem pretty expensive, especially compared to other tools. But the awesome thing about Kajabi, the reason that I use Kajabi in my business, the reason that I teach all of my students to use Kajabi is because this is an all-in-one business tool. So it replaces a lot of other software. And I used to use a bunch of tools and was paying a lot more per month than I am on Kajabi. And I'll go over which tools these were, what tools you will need, and what Kajabi can replace. Before we jump into that though, I will say if you do want to sign up to Kajabi, depending on whether this offer is on or not, if this offer is on, of course, $99 for 3 months. If this offer is no longer on, it will be a 30-day free trial. Either way, with each of these, if you sign up using my partner link in the description, no matter if you sign up for this $99 plan or whether you sign up for the free trial, I will give you access to the Holden Academy Elite package. Inside of this, you will get access to 2 of my courses. One of these will teach you how to actually use Kajabi. The second will teach you how to go from 0 to 10K per month with digital products. And I will also give you access to my insider community where you can jump on coaching calls with me. You can ask me any questions that you like, and I'll be with you every step of the way whilst you are selling digital products. Now, into what Kajabi replaces. First of all, we need to understand what Kajabi actually allows us to do. So on Kajabi, we can create and sell digital products. So you can see courses, coaching, community, podcasts, newsletters, and downloads. Kajabi is also going to allow us to create funnels. So we can create landing pages, we can create a website, and then we can go ahead and piece these together in the funnels area. We can also do email marketing through Kajabi. So this truly is an all-in-one business tool. So usually without Kajabi, we would first of all need a course selling platform. And the 2 most popular course selling platforms are Thinkific and Teachable. Now, with both Thinkific and Teachable, we can actually create our courses, we can create our digital products, but the issue with these is we can't create funnels and we can't do email marketing very well. So if we look at the pricing of these, With Thinkific right here, we can start off on this basic plan right here for $50 per month. With this, we can create unlimited courses, 1 community, 5 digital downloads, 5 coaching and webinar sessions, and we can also get access to sales tools and abandoned cart. Now, if we look down, they do have email automation, but this is really not as good as Kajabi. It's not really a usable email marketing tool, and we also don't get access to be able to build funnels. Over here on Teachable, this is the exact same. So this basic plan is $59 per month. We get a 5% transaction fee, which can very quickly add up over time. So every product you sell, 5% of that is immediately going to go to Teachable. And once again, with this, we can't create funnels and we can't do email marketing. So if we upgrade to the Pro plan right here, this is a 0% transaction fee, so just like Kajabi. But once again, we can't create funnels and we can't do email marketing. So there are a few tools that we need to add onto this. The first thing that we would need is an email marketing autoresponder, and probably the most popular email marketing autoresponder that we can use to create email sequences and do our email marketing is going to be MailChimp. So with MailChimp right here, we can of course get a free trial, but if we bump this up to like 10,000 contacts, look at how expensive this is. $114 per month, and this is with a save 15% on the first 12 months, is $135 per month after that. So we would need to buy this, and we would also need to buy the platform in order to actually sell our courses or create our digital products. So just based on these two tools, even if we go with Thinkific, if we go with the cheaper version right here, for 10,000 contacts, this is already more expensive than Kajabi because we're paying $135 per month, plus $49 per month, which is, I don't know, 189 or 190, somewhere around there. And with Kajabi, for 10,000 contacts, we can go right here and pay 149. Plus, this is just for the email marketing tool and the course selling tool. Still, we can't create funnels with this. So to create funnels, we would then need to go in and buy ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels is by far the best funnel builder out there. And if we go to the pricing area, this, if we go monthly, is $97 per month. So as you can see, for 10,000 contacts, if we combine all of these, if we were to buy the course selling platform, the email marketing platform, and the funnel building platform individually, not only would it be an additional $150 per month or around there for this 10,000 contacts plan, but you also then have to integrate these, you have to set them up and connect them together, and that can be quite confusing to do. Whereas inside of Kajabi, we have all of these tools in here, it's a cheaper price, and they are already connected. Everything is in one place. So now that we understand the Kajabi pricing and the fact that Kajabi is cheaper than buying all of these tools individually, I'm now going to go into Kajabi, show you the inside of Kajabi. I'm just on a demo account right now, but I'll show you how all of this works. So what we would do inside of Kajabi, and this is why it's super smooth and super simple to use, is we can go in, we can choose the type of product we would like to build. So for example, let's go ahead and create a course right here. We can click into create a course, and then let's go in and we can call this affiliate marketing mastery. Let's make this course on affiliate marketing. Just like this, we can then enter in a brief description right here, which I'm not going to do just as this is an example. And then we can go to the next page. In here, we can then customize the course appearance. So as an example, we can change the button to be white. We can then change the background to be blue. And then we could upload a thumbnail image for our course. So we can then go to the next step. We can then choose the price of this course. This is the same for coaching. You could choose the price of your coaching. But in here, let's just go ahead and say that this is a $299 course. We can then go ahead and select which payment methods we would like to accept. Go to the next step. And then in here, we can now go ahead and actually start building out the course. So this course is now loaded up. The way that we create the course is very easy. We can simply click into this first module. We could call this maybe module 1, the basics. We could add a description, add an image, you get the idea. And then we can go down and start adding content to this. So we can click into this first lesson right here, and we could call this lesson 1. What is affiliate marketing? We can then go down and click onto video. We upload the video lesson that we are going to upload to this course. We can go down and add some text underneath. So you could maybe add questions. You could write a transcript of the video. We can add downloads right here. And then we just go ahead and save this. Then we can click back into the course, add some new content. So we can click on add content. We can add a lesson right here. We call this lesson 2, how to get started. Click on create lesson. And then in here, once again, we can click through, add the videos in, add everything that we need to. and that's how we can create a course. Now with Kajabi, if you do want some more help on this, if you are interested in getting into Kajabi, I have a bunch of Kajabi tutorials on this channel. So you can look through the channel. I have videos on how to create courses in much more detail, how to create coaching programs, how to create communities, pretty much everything that you want to be able to do on Kajabi, you'll be able to find on this channel. Once we have the course created, what we can then do is we can go into offers right here, and we can actually create an offer around this, and we can actually sell this offer. So we can go to new offer right here, and we can call this affiliate marketing mastery course. We can then go down and choose the product that we would like to add in here. So I'm just going to go down and add affiliate marketing mastery. And then in here, we just want to set the price to the same. So I'll go 2997, select the payment type, which is Kajabi payments. Select all of these once again. Then in here, we can customize the checkout. So we could just choose the checkout button color, which is this right here. We can choose the checkout fields. We can add the button text. So in here, we might want to say join now, just like that. And then we can save and finish. In here, it's then going to take us over to this area, and to edit the checkout, we can click into this. We can then go through and click into this area. We can add in some sales copy onto this page. We can go ahead and add an image too. So we can add a hero image to this, which is going to show up right here. And that's how we can create the checkout. Then inside of Kajabi, and this is why it's so handy to have everything in the same place. Once we have that checkout created and that offer created, what we can now do is we can create a sales funnel around this. So what we do is we create the pages first, and then we piece them together inside of the funnels area. So we would go to website. We can then go to landing pages right here. Go to create a new landing page. And then, for example, with this funnel, we might want to create an opt-in page first where we could give away a free lead magnet. We can then go through and we can create a sales page right here. And the awesome thing about Kajabi is this is drag and drop. So we can click in, and I'll just call this test right here. We can create this page. And then when this loads up, this is a super simple editor. This is drag and drop. So it makes it very easy, even if you are a beginner. So once this is finished loading in, we might just have to give it a few seconds here to fully load in this template. And once this template is loaded in, we can go up here and we can type in, for example, how to go from $0 to 10K per month with affiliate marketing in the next 30 days. Okay, and then maybe we just fix these typos right here. We can then go down, and as I say, we can customize all of this. So we could record our own video right here. We could record our own sales video and drop this in. We can edit this text right here. We can, of course, go into the background, and we can change the background color. We can go down and edit all of this right here. We can delete sections. As I say, if you do want to learn more about Kajabi and how to actually use this, I have full videos going over how to create sales pages, how to create funnels. Everything that you need is on this channel. So we can create that right there. And then all we would do is once we have these different pages created, we can then go into funnels right here, and then we can piece these together in a funnel. So all we would do is create a new funnel, and then we want to go down and create a blank funnel. I'll just call this test once again, very creative name. And then in here, all we are going to do is with this first page, we just want to remove this, and we can add in the pages that we just created. So all we would do is go to an existing landing page, then we can go down, and I think this is the right one. I maybe called a few tests. This is a demo account, so forgive me for that. But as we can see, this is now added in. Then all we would do is go down and add in more pages or more funnel steps that we created. At the bottom, we can then go ahead and add the offer. So affiliate marketing mastery course. And just like that, we can create the funnel like this. Then the last thing that we have to do is, of course, we can do email marketing. So once we have that funnel created, we can then go into email campaigns right here. We can create a new email campaign and create a sequence. I'll just call this test for AF mastery course. Maybe we shouldn't call these tests. It gets a little bit confusing. But we can then go down. They do have some templates, but these are more e-com templates. If you're selling a digital product, we don't need to use any of these. So we can just go into the classic editor. In here, we can start typing out the emails. We can type out the subject. And the awesome thing about this is we can create a sequence. So what we could do is with this first email, we could set this immediately. And let's say that we are giving away a free lead magnet in this example. So we give away a free lead magnet. We could say, if you give me your email, I'll send you a free ebook to your email. That's how we can capture somebody's email. So what we could do is we could go in here and we could type in, welcome your free gift. just like this, and then we could paste that in the subject. We could then go down here, and I'm not going to type out a full email, but we could just say something like, hey name, here is your free ebook, and then we could add the link right there, go to save, and then all we then have to do is add in new emails to this. So we could go for the classic editor once again. We could choose day one, so a day after they signed up. We could then go in and we could start sending them emails. So once we have somebody's email, we can follow up with email marketing, keep sending them back to the course page, and eventually, hopefully, they will buy the product. So these are just the basics inside of Kajabi. Like, we can go into advanced email automations right here, where we can segregate the list and we can keep up to date with list hygiene. We can go in, of course, and create a bunch of different products. We can even stack products together. So you could create a course and their coaching program and the community, and you can sell that as one package. We can even go in here and we can make a full website, but these are the main things that you will be looking for inside of Kajabi. This is what I covered in this video. If you do want more detail, as I say, check out the rest of my channel because I have a bunch of Kajabi videos. So hopefully this video showed you if Kajabi is worth it for you in 2025. For me, it definitely is. I sell digital products online, and this is by far the best tool that I have found for this. This is why I use it, and this is why I teach all of my students to sell on Kajabi. Once again, if you do want to get access to the Holden Academy Elite package, you can do that by signing up to Kajabi using my link in the description. With all of that being said, hopefully you did find this video valuable. If you did, don't forget to smash that like button and tap that subscribe button. And until next time, take it easy.